As a towering figure in the history of the Nagas, Dr. Imkoliba must be remembered for the part he played in ushering an era of peace and stability that was so desperately needed by the Naga people, particularly during the Nehru-Indira years. We owe much to his visionary foresight and his competent guidance during those difficult times that has allowed us to now enjoy this relatively prosperous time. Therefore, it is admirable that the JYO, under the leadership of Mr. Limeryanger Imchen's presidentship, with his colleagues and volunteers, have organized this tournament to keep the memory of Dr. Imkoliba alive. As the youth of the state are struggling with the challenges of employment and livelihood, there is a great need to explore new economic avenues. One of the greatest opportunity that is now available is in the area of sports, with the Nagas having natural athleticism. This tournament is therefore an initiative that is truly welcome. In the present time, for young talented players can avail the opportunity to exhibit their capabilities and also offers the exposure that the sport needs.
There are times that are changing. You may want to accept it or not. You may want to live in the past and dwell in it. You may want to have memories, but our times are changing. Today, the younger lot of the Nagas and the citizens of Nagaland aspire, dream, and endeavor to be with the rest of the world in advancement, development, and also in our aspirations. I pray that in front of such an iconic structure, where the state stadium is not complete because of various reasons, it may be because of UC issue, utilization certificate, or anything, but I'm sure in the days to come, we will be playing inside the stadium, not outside the stadium. And we should make sure that we endeavor together, not just criticize all the time. In such a time, we have taken the sports of volleyball, where we as Nagas, and especially the youngsters, have always endeavored to play. The first game of sports I myself came to know as a young boy was to watch the football or the volleyball match, especially the volleyball match, where the people of Jabukong would always endeavor to play. We have our disadvantages. Our height, you are not heavy and weightful like me, but our height is a matter of concern. But the agility and the commitment with which the Naga youth can play, I hope and pray that you will one day play not only in the national field, but also in international field, because if we try, nothing is impossible. Unity has to be lived. It is not to be written on the board or on your t-shirt. Unity is not a fashion. Unity is a commitment. To live unitedly as one people, to live unitedly as Nagas of Nagaland, to live unitedly is a commitment. In Hindi or in Sanskrit, you call it sankalp. then it means you decide to live in unity beyond all the narrow domestic walls that want to break our people. The silence of our people, the silence of the right-thinking people is a cancer to those people who want to live in unity. The silence of the 17 tribes of the Nagas who are intellectuals, who understand, who knows that as only as we are united shall we be strong, are silent today because the divisive walls of nepotism, hypocrisy, and tribalism has cropped into our hearts, and we are dividing Nagaland. We choose not to stand with a divided Nagaland. We have to stand with a united Nagaland as one people. Our tribes is our heritage, and we are proud of it, but yet we should choose to live together. Whether you hate it or love it, it's okay. But we have to accept the fact that we are one people. And that is the message that has to go strongly and clearly to the more than 2,000 villages of Nagaland, whether it may be whichever part of Nagaland it may be. We should stop speaking of the narrow geographical lines of tribalism and land and water. No one is going to take it with them, or any ho-ho is going to take it with them into their graves. Every one of us are going to go alone, naked, and beaten into dust, except the fact that we, as small Naga people living on tops of mountains and hills, proud warriors, have lived in unity to build a united Nagaland for the future of our people. The youth of Nagaland today are more enthusiastic to hear the message of this unity. The literate people of Nagaland are more happy to hear the message of nepotism and hypocrisy that divides us straight between our hearts, not our land only. Today, when we meet each other, we talk, that is that tribe, which has driven us crazy. Will you not raise your voice for the unity of our land? Will you not raise your voice and your heart and your prayers for the unity of the people of Nagaland? Will you not raise your aspirations, your dreams, and your works to live as a united Nagaland? Will you not aspire and dream to live together, develop, and prosperous as one people? This is the right platform where my former leader, Dr. Imkoliba, he may be no more, but he lives in our hearts, in our blood, not only as a now, but as a Naga, as a person who delivered unto its people an identity where today we are so much afraid to talk, but an identity which is relevant today, an identity which is there today.